What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. We are here at a random psychedelic dispensary, and I'm going to talk to you guys in this episode about what is the purpose of magic mushrooms. What are the purpose of psychedelics, dimethyltryptamine, DMT? What is the psychedelics? Like the spiritual cactus called peyote. It has the mescaline in it. What is the purpose of magic mushrooms? We got with the psychotropic chemical called psilocybin, and it converts into psilocybin in your body. So what's the purpose? So what I believe is that psychedelics are not only meant to get high and have a good time, but they also dissolve the barrier between reality and the spiritual realm. And you're very vulnerable on magic mushrooms. And basically, spirits can interact with you during those trips. Now, if you eat a gram, 1,000 milligrams of mushroom, that's like a good starting dose of, like, just to experience it. But magic mushrooms are good for emotional healing. They're good for reducing anxiety on low levels, combating depression. But you always have to remember that it's better. Magic mushrooms in low levels are good to substitute big pharma antidepressant medication, because none of that stuff will fix the root cause, but the root cause still needs to be addressed. So these are good substitutes, but remember, you have to find the root cause. Now, if you eat 3.5 grams of a spiritual strain, like my favorite Blue Me, this one enables you to basically have a lot of philosophical thinking and going through the past. You're gonna be crying, you're gonna be releasing emotions, but you're also at the end of the trip, it's like a wave, and you're gonna eventually be able to connect to a higher power, connect to, I believe, God. If you have the right if you're a spiritual person, it can get spiritual. And there are different strains that are more visual, more physical, more emotional, but I like the spiritual strains. And yeah, basically, magic mushrooms is like resetting. Like, our mind is like a computer, and it defrags. It's like reorganizing the files in our brain. So magic mushrooms, I recommend you do it, once in your life, maybe once a year at max. I guess once every 6 months. Some people do it once every month. Some people do it regularly, but the beauty about psychedelics is that they're natural and they're not something that you can be abused easily, and like to be addicted to psychedelics. Now, peyote, yeah, mescaline is something else. Mescaline, it feels similar to acid, which we do sell here too. But I'm going to quickly talk about dimethyltryptamine. So dimethyltryptamine, DMT, is something that the body produces naturally. It's found in naturally occurring plants. And when you inhale this, it's like a 5-minute spiritual trip where you're going to see the most amazing, like, psychedelic imagery, but also entities will interact with you. And during these trips, you're very vulnerable, and I notice a pattern that all these entities like to teach the user the same philosophies, a monistic type of belief that you are God, that there's no God, that you are God. Sorry, I had a customer there, but yeah, basically, there's a lot of drugs out there that are higher class, that are addictive, that are dangerous, but I feel like God, He made these as a natural tool that you can actually connect to God spiritually. I like to pray before I ever do psychedelics. A lot of people, they do some kind of spiritual protection, but there's always been the same experiences I've had on DMT, NN-DMT, 5-MeO, acid, 2CB, magic mushrooms, mescaline. It's like, on these trips, the entities, they see that you're vulnerable, and they start putting these ideas in your head that we're all connected, that we're all God, that we're all one, that that good and evil are the same, which I don't believe so. I think that good and evil are separate, because God is light and love, and everything came away from Him. But this evil system wants to act like good and evil are the same, so you accept evil. But I believe God and man are separate, and that you can connect to higher power with psychedelics, but they're always going to teach you that you are God, that you are stuck in a never-ending cycle of reincarnation, of birth, life, death, and reincarnation. And that we as a human beings can ascend to a higher level. But it's all a lie, because life is a humbling test, and it's like life is a humbling mind-blowing experience, and it's designed to get you to see that man is not, man is a liar, and that God is only the one worth listening to. But I'll tell you some experience I had on DMT. So dimethyltryptamine, a very beautiful spiritual molecule. But again, these things are very risky because you're vulnerable on it. And if you're not protected, these entities can mess around with you. But there's been times where I've inhaled this where literally I was in another place. Like I was just in another room, another realm. I could feel the entities, and sometimes these entities will have jumped in my body. Some of them felt like angels, some of them felt like demonic spirits just fucking with me, but basically that's my opinion on psychedelics, and yeah, God bless you guys. Peace.